Khaldi. I'm an associate director here at Generation Media. I'm originally from Stockholm, Sweden. So I've been here for just over 10 years. I came for university. I'd studied a media degree and then ended up staying in London and really enjoy living here. I didn't start right away. I was working in digital marketing, but I was working for a fashion company, and then 5 years ago I made the decision to work here at Generation Media. I would say that the biggest difference with London is that it's very multicultural, and you have lots of people coming in from everywhere, and obviously it's such a big city and it's got so many opportunities working here in London. So that means that obviously it's more competitive, but there are lots of opportunities out there if you would like them. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, because you're always surrounded by really talented people, so it inspires you and you can learn from other people. And it also means that it's very competitive, so you need to have a certain drive to achieve your career in London. Definitely the city itself. I mean, I know before I came to London, when you come here on a weekend, it's a buzzing atmosphere. There's so many things to do. There's always lots of new things happening. So I think that's probably one of the main reasons that people come to London in the first place. And then when you first move here, because there's so many people that come from everywhere, it's quite easy to make a life here because you meet like-minded people who themselves have made the decision to leave their home country and come to London. And I also find that London is quite welcoming to different cultures, based on the history. So you feel very welcome here, and you don't necessarily have to change who you are. There's a place for you in London. I mean, I wouldn't say. At the moment, I'm not directly affected because nothing has happened yet. But I think there's this, what would you say, negative, atmosphere at the moment, just because, I know specifically, in London, and my peers are quite disappointed that Brexit has happened in the first place, being international and living in London. And obviously, there's a bit of a worry about the future. If I compare it to 10 years ago, London is quite different to then, mainly linked to looking at Brexit, the fear of terrorism. There's just there's a slight change in atmosphere, but I still long-term feel quite an optimism, and I do think that as a city and as an industry that will figure it out and continue to thrive, definitely. Yeah, I mean, obviously our industry is very much focused about representing and understanding the consumers, whilst also coming up with creative and innovative ideas. So therefore it's really important that our agencies has a workforce that has people from different type of backgrounds that bringing something new to the agency and can bring some ideas to the table. So I think for our industry, it's crucial that we have an international talent, and I think that's what makes London the best city in the world when it comes to advertising. I think a great job has been done already when it comes to the outside world, just saying London's open and we're willing to work, generally giving out that optimistic worldview that I think is kind of, maybe people are a bit hesitant about coming to London. It looks a bit on the outside they're not welcome to come here, for example, which no one would want to move. No one in Europe, you're not desperate, you're not running away from something, so you're looking to move somewhere where you're welcome and where you will have lots of opportunities. So making sure that it's easy to move to London. I mean, at the moment, moving to London as an EU citizen, the only struggle that you'll have is opening a bank account, which is really difficult when you move here for some reason. So making it really easy to move here and then just offering them lots of opportunities. In the agency, we have an international network, so we work with partner agencies. So I think my experience coming from another country, whilst also having lived in London and knowing people from lots of different countries, it definitely helps us with how to work with agencies in other countries, kind of understanding the cultural differences and learning, being kind of open-minded to learn more about how their agencies operate. Be less innovative.